Hey, this is Victor. Hope you're doing well. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about your blog. What I've noticed is most people, when it comes to their blog, they have no idea what they're doing. I'll look at clients' websites, and what generally is the case is if they have a blog, the last post that was written was maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. At one point, someone started the blog. There was maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 blog posts, and like that's it. That's their whole blog. And they'll just be like, hey, I tried blogging and it just doesn't work. And so what I'm going to share with you today is my step-by-step formula. This is a proven plan, a proven system that is going to generate traffic to your website for real this time. So follow through. I'm going to walk you through my proven plan on how you can get more traffic to your website on your blog. Okay, so first thing is I just want to explain to you that I really do know what I'm talking about here, and this really will help. So to kind of prove that to you, I'm just showing you that this is my stats on traffic. This is from Ahrefs. I get about $103,000 worth of free traffic every month coming to my blog. If you go into Google and type in hire a web designer, I'm the #1 result here. This is an article I wrote 7 years ago. And this has been such a good article for me that it's now even ranking for website designer. Like if you just, let me spell it correctly, but if you just type in website designer, this is an article I wrote, like I said, 7 years ago. It's like right at the top of page 1 of Google nationally just for website designer. I also rank on page 1 for website redesign. So this is an article that we did, website pricing. We're on page 1 for website pricing, different article, purpose of a website. Different article, website builder versus website designer, another article. So this is just to show you that this works. This is actually going to help you, and I know what I'm saying. All right. Oh, also for the too long didn't read crowd, I am giving away this very valuable document. This is basically what I've compiled, and this is my like cheat sheet on this is how you write the article. So it's in the description. If you don't want to watch the video, just click on there, and you can get access to the document. All right. So I've been reaching out to people, like friends from high school who I haven't talked to in like 20 years, trying to get them to like my YouTube channel. And I was reaching out to a friend of mine, Billy, who has this website here, Infinity Greens, kind of diet supplements, help you improve energy and brain function, etc. And he was like, he was saying like, hey, can you help me with my website? I'm like, what do you need? He's like, well, just to get more traffic. So I took a look on his site and I saw his blog and like, yeah, this is kind of a typical, I mean, at least he's blogging a lot. But this is all kind of pointless because the problem is what will happen is he'll write a blog post right like this, and it's really not targeted at a specific keyword. It's not really that much content, and it's really not doing anything. So unless you're only using it for like a conversion piece where like you're trying to get people on your newsletter to convert or whatever, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So I'm going to walk you through this process. Basically, to start at the beginning, I just want to measure success, right? Like my whole philosophy is don't reinvent the wheel, find out what people are already doing and do that. And so, what I've observed is like there's a couple big players in the SEO market. There's Brian Dean from Backlinko, there's Neil Patel. And then another hint is when it comes to SEO or anything like internet marketing related, follow the affiliates. Those affiliates make so much money. And if you find a really successful affiliate, find out what they're doing and do that. So this is kind of my nemesis, the website builder expert affiliate. They just redesigned their site. And if you look at their Ahrefs, they get like $3.5 million a month in free traffic. So these guys definitely know what they're doing. So what I did is I literally just went through every single one of their blogs. For Brian Dean and Neil Patel, I wrote down everything that they ever said about on-page SEO. Like, here's what they tell you to do. But then I also went through their actual blogs, and here's what they actually did do, right? So here's what they did do with their blogs, especially the ones that ranked. And so I compiled this into this little kind of checklist here, which I give to myself or to people who do writing content for me. And so this is what I'm going to share with you. This is like the secret for what you need to do. All right, so step 1, and I don't want to dwell on this too much, is just finding the right keyword. So like a keyword is anytime you like go into Google and you type in a search query, like that's a keyword phrase. And the way you want to think about that is like think of it like a piece of real estate, like a corner store, like someone owns that piece of real estate. Like I own hire a website designer, right? That's my territory. Stay off hire a website designer because that's my territory. If someone moves up above me, they're like that's a problem, that kind of thing. And so what you want to do is you want to find a keyword phrase that you want to target, and it has to have some kind of traffic, like good traffic, but you have to have a realistic chance of ranking for it. So I'm not going to get into it too much here. I'll do separate videos on keyword research because it's like a whole thing. But Google has the keyword planner. Used to be called something else. Just Google keyword planner and you'll find it. You may or may not need to have an ads account, but it's not a big deal. I think it's free. I'm pretty sure it's free. So anyway, you want to think of a keyword that you want to rank for. That's your target keyword. So in this video, I'm just want to share with you kind of, I'm doing a website project for a client, and he is in the business of buying judgments from people. And so judgment is basically a piece of paper that's worth money, that's attached to a piece of real estate, and he buys them from people, at a discounted price. And so what he's trying to do is rank for a specific keyword phrase. So these are the keyword phrases that we're trying to rank for. There's basically 4 main keyword phrases that we're going for. And so let's go with the first one. So let's say we decided that the keyword is going to be judgment collection. And what you kind of do, and again, I'm not going to do the keyword research thing too much, is you just kind of guess. You just guess at a keyword that you think might look good. And then you want to go in here and it'll say, okay, it gets this much search volume a month, and there might be one that gets more. And you want to get the one that has like the most search volume, that's relatively competitive or whatever. But let's just pretend that that was like the one that we're going to go for, which is judgment collection in this particular instance. So this is where the magic happens. This is the secret. Okay. So you find the keyword that you're looking for, you enter it into Google, and then you go here and you'll see this thing that says people also ask. And that's where the magic is. So you open this up and you can close it, and then it'll show more. And you can open this up and it'll close it and show more. And you kind of just want to go around expanding this as much. You don't even have to look at it for a second. Just kind of go whatever. And what this is this is Google saying, hey, this is what we think this keyword is all about. This is the related things that people are thinking about when they're thinking about this keyword. And so how do I collect a judgment? What happens after a judgment is issued? What happens if a defendant does not pay a judgment? How long can a debt collector collect on a judgment, et cetera, et cetera. These are the concerns that actual people have related to this keyword. And all you want to do, this is it, this is the secret, is just write these down, copy them, and then put them in a spreadsheet, which I did here. We put this is like a reduced version of that. So we got all these from here. Another place you want to look is down here, related search terms. How difficult is it to collect a judgment? How to collect judgments for a business, is these related search terms here. So people also ask, and related search terms. Just copy them all down, put them in a spreadsheet, and then review them and think, okay, what are the ones that are most related to my actual article that actually makes sense? Sometimes it'll not be 100% related, so just use your judgment, but it'll make sense. So you get those 12, whatever it is, and then all you do is you literally just write a paragraph of text, or a couple paragraphs of text for each one of these, and then these become headings for your blog. And that's it. You want to write a 3,000 word blog post, really long, right? And essentially, I like to have a table of contents. So where this is like actually a shorter version. This is my website redesign. But if you look at what we're doing with him, don't look at the design yet because we're not done that. This is a test site. But if you look here, these are the headings, right? And essentially there's a table of contents. There's a plugin you can get that literally just turns all of your H2s into a table of contents. And this is a paragraph about it. This is the next paragraph. This is the next. And each one is a question. And that's really all you're doing, is you're just writing a really, really long article that's related directly to those keywords. Couple other pro tips. You want the keyword phrase that you're targeting to be the slug. So like my blog post used to have like the 2013/4/1/ the name of the article, and the article wasn't even like the 6 dumbest mistakes people. It should just be the actual keyword phrase, right? So I'm trying to rank for hire a web designer. The slug is just straight up that. So that's important too. So you definitely want to do that. Okay, so let us see. Yes, okay, a couple other things. You want to link to other articles in your website, right? So you want to make sure that once you have this very long post and you have this table of contents, which directs you to all the other ones, you want to link to other articles on your website. You also want to link somewhere to an authority content. So one thing I noticed with kind of all of these guys is they all link to like Wikipedia or like some really authoritative site. And what they're really signaling to Google is like, this is a resource thing, linking to, Neil Patel does this all the time, to like case to actual studies, like scientific studies and stuff of that nature. Because it, it validates, it makes it seem like this is an important resource and is very useful to people, etc. So you want to link out to at least one, not more than two, highly authoritative site that are not related to you. Kind of 101 stuff is you want to make sure that the images all have alt tags on them with the keywords. You want to vary them. It doesn't just need to be the main focus keyword. It should just be like that one plus a bunch of. Also, one thing you should know is you should definitely use the Yoast SEO plugin. So that's for WordPress. I'd only use WordPress websites. And so there's a plugin. It's free. It's called the Yoast SEO plugin, and it's phenomenal. And so if we look here at the same article here and we look at the back end of it, you'll see that Yoast is kind of doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you here. So this is the Yoast SEO plugin. You have your focus keyword, like this is the keyword you're trying to rank for. And then it'll give you a readability analysis. This is the Flesch reading score. Basically, you should write it at like 6th grade level or something like that. It tells you if you're using the passive voice or active voice. It'll also tell you like if you need to link more. For example, I still need to do more internal linking here, etc. But it will give you a bunch of green dots if you do everything right. So that kind of is a lot of the heavy lifting too, is just using the Yoast SEO plugin. And the other things to do are really just right here on this list. So again, link in the description. But here's the checklist. So 3,000 words, Yoast SEO plugin. Make sure to include the related keywords. If you remember that, these are the ones at the bottom when searching on Google. Make sure the title includes the target keyword once. Make sure that the target keyword is somewhere towards the beginning in the first 100 words of the article. Make sure the keyword's in an H2 tag. Couple things, you don't want to go crazy with this. You don't want to like put your keyword in a trillion times because you will definitely get penalized for that. So it's a fine line. With all of this stuff, the Yoast SEO plugin will help you with that. So it'll turn red if you overdo it. But just kind of know that. Keyword included in URL. Make the URL short. Keyword appears at least 3 times in your article. And that depends on how big your article is because that's keyword density. Last 150 words, content has at least 5 images. Here's some optional ones. So in the actual like title of your blog post to have like a number in it, like, and an odd number, those are kind of optional. Having weird characters like brackets in your actual blog post, sometimes those are more clickable. People will see them in the search results. Tag at least 1 power word. Yeah, so that's in the title tag, like the 6 deadly sins or the smartest, dumbest mistakes smart people make, kind of, those are power words, emotionally charged words. Title tag strong. The title tag is between 50 to 60 characters. Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, it's all here. But the main thing is, the big idea is, number 1, find a keyword that has traffic, that's competitive. And number 2, write a really, really long and thorough article, but specifically using these keywords as headings, right? And that's it. And then all the other linking stuff helps as well, but that's the main thing. And once you do this, and you post it, if you're not on the page 1 of Google right away, don't be like, this doesn't work. It will take a little bit. It'll take a little bit of time before you start ranking for it, but eventually it will. And Google loves, kind of long-term content. Oh, other thing that you should do as well is just get rid of your date from your blog post. Like I said, my Hire a Website Designer blog post, this was from like 2013 or something. And when people see in the search results, they don't want to see something from like an older date. And so they typically don't click on that. So if you see, like, it used to show up here with the date on it, and you can hide that within WordPress so it doesn't display the date when people are searching. And I find that's more useful as well. Okay, so there you have it. That is my special secret formula on how to get tons of blog traffic. I hope you found this useful. If you did, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, And if you need help with your website project, visit thomasdigital.com. We offer a free custom mock-up of your new website before you sign or pay for anything. So go to thomasdigital.com to check that out. All right, see you in the next one.